Okay, today we are going to talk about the color wheel and how, as artists, we can use the color wheel to our advantage to make our artwork even better. It's a tool for us, just like a carpenter has a bunch of tools when he's making stuff. The color wheel is a tool for artists to use. So we're going to be focusing on primary and secondary colors. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys some videos. Check this out.
Primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. When you mix us together, we turn a color that's new. I am yellow, I'm a primary color, and I'm red, a primary color too. But when you mix us together, we make orange, it's a different hue. I am blue, I'm a primary color, and it's red, I'm a primary too. And when you mix us together, we make purple, it's a different hue. If you take yellow, the primary color, and you take blue, a primary too, then you mix us together, you make green, it's a different hue. We are the secondary colors, orange, purple, and green. We're made from mixing the primary colors. Now you see us on your screen. We are all of the colors in the primary and secondary hue. If you mix us together, we turn a black, and that is true. Now go mix up all of your colors, create a new and different hue. Mix and blend all of your colors, show the world what you can do.
Okay, so that was the first one. Check this one out.
English Sing Sing. Color.
Red. The color is red. Blue. The color is blue.
Red and blue.
Purple.
Red and blue make purple.
Yellow. The color is yellow.
Blue and yellow.
Green.
Blue and yellow make green. Yellow and red.
Orange.
Yellow and red make orange. Red, blue, and yellow.
Black.
Red, blue, and yellow make black.
Red, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, black. Red. The color is red. White. The color is white.
Red and white.
Pink.
Red and white make pink.
Black. The color is black.
White and black.
Gray.
White and black make gray.
Orange. The color is orange.
Black and orange.
Brown.
Black and orange make brown.
Red. Pink. White. Gray. Black. Brown. Orange. We are living in a colorful world. Rainbow. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Indigo. Violet. Red. Orange. Yellow. Green. Blue. Indigo. Violet. These are rainbow colors.
Review.
Color mixing. Red, blue, purple, blue, yellow, green, yellow, red, orange, red, yellow, blue, black, red, white, pink, white, black, gray, black, orange, brown. Rainbow colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, rainbow.
Here's my video. Okay, so that was a little bit about the primary and secondary colors and the color wheel. And if you remember from the videos, an artist can mix different colors to make new colors. If you have the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, you can make all the colors of the rainbow, which is pretty important for an artist. So let's take a look at these. I think these are called circles by Kandinsky. Okay, and let's describe what we see here, like lines, shapes, and colors. Okay, so I see vertical and horizontal lines dividing the paper into a bunch of squares. I see shapes. I see circle shapes, lots of circle shapes within one square and all the squares, and colors. Okay, I see multiple colors that we just saw in those videos. I see primary colors like blue, red, and yellow. I see secondary colors like orange and purple and green. And I see even more colors, like red, like pink. Okay. So let's talk about what's the same and what's different about each of these. Okay, so let's start by talking about how they're the same. Well, the squares are pretty much all the same, and each square is the same because they all have circles in it, right? So the way that they're different is that the circles inside each square are a little bit different shaped. There's more circles in some than others, and each of the circles are different colors. Sometimes colors repeat in different squares, and that's okay. But for the most part, they're all different colors. Okay, let's interpret this artwork. So usually I like to ask this question: if this was the cover of a book, what do you think the story would be? I don't think that really makes sense because this is an abstract artwork. So there's no people, places, or things in it. It's just expressing the way we feel with lines, shapes, and colors. So I think we need to focus more on the mood or feeling of this artwork. So when you look at this artwork and you see all the circles and all the different colors of the rainbow, how does it make you feel when you look at that? And I don't know about you guys, but when I look at this, I definitely feel happy because they're very bright and bright colors, and there's lots of colors of the rainbow. So it gives me a very like happy feeling, or just like calm and happy when I'm looking at it. Okay. So we're going to practice using primary colors to make secondary colors. So here are the supplies that you're going to need. So make sure you get a pencil with an eraser in case you don't like something, you can erase it. Get a piece of paper, just one, and any kind of colors. This is important for this project, any kind of colors. So you'll need like markers or color pencils or crayons, whatever you have, because we're going to be mixing those together to make colors today for our project. So take a moment right now to get those supplies ready. And we'll get started in our project in just a moment. Okay, hopefully by now you are all set and you are ready to make art. Okay, so we are going to start by creating a grid on our paper. So basically to do that, and you can do this along with me, you need 2 lines, 2 vertical lines, 2 horizontal lines. And then you can start adding circles inside. I would start small, maybe like an oval, and work your way out to the edge. The ovals can go in different directions. And go sideways. Some of them can be bigger. Some of them can be smaller. Okay, it's up to you. So right now, you should be drawing like a tic-tac-toe grid and ovals inside. Okay, so take a moment right now to do what I just did. Your circles don't have to be the same as mine. But you can do something similar. Okay, so like I said before, you should be drawing the tic-tac-toe grid, 2 vertical lines, 2 horizontal lines, and adding at least 3 circles or ovals inside each of those squares that you just made. Okay, and then get your colors out. We're going to start mixing and adding primary colors. We're not mixing them yet. I misspoke. We're going to start by adding primary colors to our first set of circles. Okay, I'm going to be using a marker. You can use pencil, color pencils, crayons, whatever you have available. And I'm going to start by coloring around that first oval. It's a little too big. Okay, so there's red. It's the first primary color. You can go ahead and start adding red to yours. And then we're just doing primary colors. So I'm going to add blue next. And then yellow. And if you want, you can go back and add. Okay, so that is the way we are going to color our first set of circles so that you can show me that you know what primary colors are. Those are the colors that you start with. You can't mix to make them. If you have those three colors, you can make the rest of the colors you see in the rainbow. Okay, so if you haven't done that, you can go ahead and start adding the primary colors to your first square. Doesn't have to be in the same order. Doesn't have to be the first square. You can use a different square if you want, as long as you can show me you know how to do primary colors. If you don't have those primary colors, maybe try using colors that are pretty close. Like pink is just light red. Okay, for the second square, we're going to be adding secondary colors. Secondary are the colors that you mix with primary colors to make secondary colors. So I'm going to start purple. I'm going to make my square purple. And I'm going to switch to orange. And then green. I'm going to switch back to purple. And then back to orange for my last little circle. Okay, so right now you can be adding your secondary colors to another square. Remember, secondary colors are colors that you have to mix to make. Unlike primary colors, which you have to start with. You can't make those. Okay, so right now you should be adding purple, orange, and green to your second square. Okay, for the third square, we're going to mix blue and yellow to make green. So we're going to add blue, we're going to add yellow, and then we're going to mix blue and yellow. So I think I am going to start with blue. I'm going to go around. I'm going to make the box blue, or the square blue. And then I'm going to make the second circle yellow. And then I'm going to make the next one blue and yellow mixed together. So I'm going to start with blue. I'm going to put yellow on top of that and see what happens. All right, there's my nice green that I just made. And I think I'm going to switch back to blue for the inside circle. Okay, so you're showing me that you know how to mix to make green. So you can make part of it blue, a part of it yellow, and then I want you to mix blue and yellow together to make that green, just like I did. Doesn't have to be the same square, it can be a different square. And it can be in a different order. Maybe you do yellow on your square and mix to make green for your second circle, and then the circle on the inside is yellow. It's up to you. Okay, that's what you should be doing right now. Okay, for the next square, we're going to add yellow to it. We're going to add red to it, and we're going to make orange. You can put them wherever you want inside any square you like. I'm going to start with red. No, I did red last time. It's going to be the same as the other one. I better start with yellow. I was actually putting yellow right up against that other one. I'd be putting red right up against that other red. Okay, so there's yellow. And I'm going to make one circle red. It still happened. That's okay. Then I'm going to mix red and yellow. I'm going to switch to pink because I think it might mix a little better. And then yellow, let's see what happens. Look at that nice orange. And then the inside, I think I'm going to make yellow again. Okay, so for your fourth square, you need to add red, you need to add yellow, and then you need to add them mixed together to make your own orange color. I'll be doing that right now. I think I'm going to keep mixing it until it looks a little bit more orange. There you go. It's a little more orange color, I think. Oh, that's very orange. I don't like it though. Okay, so right now you're adding red to a square, you're adding yellow to a square, and then you're mixing red and yellow to make orange. Your fifth square is going to be adding red and blue, and then mixing red and blue to make violet or purple. And so I'm going to start by adding blue to the square. You can also start if you're ready. If not, just keep coloring the one that you're working on. Start with blue, and then I'm going to add a red circle. And then I'm going to try mixing them. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start with blue. That nice and dark on there. I'm going to mix red on top of it, and it should be a really dark purple. Yep. That's the really dark purple color that we just made. Just going to keep adding that in the middle. Okay, so for your 5th square, you should be adding red, blue, and then mixing red and blue together to make a purple. It'll probably turn out really dark purple, but it'll still be purple. Okay, and then after you're finished with those 5, you'll notice there are 4 left over. That is for you to experiment with. For example, let's see what happens when I mix red and white. Okay, you get pink. So what happens when I mix green. Okay, so right now you should be working on your 5th square, which is adding red and blue and then mixing red and blue to make purple. I'm starting to experiment with colors. So I'm doing green, and I think I'm going to mix already green with more yellow. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Like a yellowy green. It's kind of cool. I'll put yellow in the middle. Okay. Okay, so over the next week, I want you to experiment and add those colors. But for now, I want you to flip over your paper. And we are going to make a wild color wheel. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm pretending like I'm flipping over my paper right now. Switch back the pencil. Okay, so for this, you're going to draw an animal, divide your animal into different triangles, and then we're going to color the different parts of the color wheel on there. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do the shark. Okay, you can do the same thing as me. So that's like a big C shape. And then on the back of that C shape, you're going to put a big triangle up, a big triangle down. Then we're going to add some curved triangles to the bottom, curved triangle to the top. There's another little fin right here, another little fin right there, another fin triangle right here, and then he's got 3 lines, and then his eye and his mouth. Okay, so at this point, then you divide your paper. You just draw a line across. Make a big cross, and then 2 diagonal lines. And then every time you're coloring, you come across a different part of that, you switch colors. So I just ran into that line. So now I'm changing the color. Just ran into another line. So I'm going to switch colors. So I started with primary, and then I think I'm going to start adding secondary to the next part. Okay, so over the next week, finish your color wheel, experiment with that, see what you can make, and then I want you to draw an animal, divide it into all different kinds of shapes, and start adding the primary and secondary colors. every time across the lines. Okay. If you have any questions or you need help with your project, don't be afraid to email me. I'm always willing to help you. Otherwise, that's all the time that we have for today. I look forward to seeing your finished art projects next time in our live Zoom class. Have an awesome day.